Hello, my name is Sanjay Krishnamurthy, and today I will be talking about finding the molecular formula of hydrates. So let's start with this question first. A hydrate of magnesium sulfate has a mass of 13.52 grams. This sample is heated until no water remains. The magnesium sulfate anhydrate has a mass of 6.60 grams. Find the formula and the name of the hydrate. We are given the mass of the hydrate and the mass of the anhydrate. So the mass of the hydrate is 13.52 grams and the mass of the anhydrate is 6.60 grams. And we are asked to find the molecular formula of the hydrate and its name. But what are hydrates and anhydrates anyways? Well, a hydrate is a compound that is bonded to water molecules, and an anhydrate would be that compound without the bonded water. To let you further understand, let me begin by writing out the formula with the missing variable. So, magnesium sulfate times X number of molecules of H2O. This compound by itself is called an anhydrate because it will have no water bonded to it. The entire thing is called a hydrate. It consists of a compound with a water molecule. Now, we are told that we have 13.52 grams of hydrate. So, magnesium sulfate X H2O is 13.52 grams. And we have 6.60 grams of our anhydrate, which is magnesium sulfate. So, magnesium sulfate is 6.60 grams. We can now find the mass of H2O. Now to do this, we take the mass of the hydrate and subtract it from the mass of the anhydrate. The reason we do this is because we have the combined mass of magnesium sulfate with water and the mass of it without water. So the difference between them must be the leftover H2O. So 13.52 grams of hydrate minus 6.60 grams of anhydrate is equal to 6.92 grams of H2O. The next step would be to calculate the moles of water and magnesium sulfate. But we must calculate their molar mass first. Now, one thing to remember when doing questions like this is that the hydrate must always have a higher mass than the anhydrate. Looking at this periodic table, I can find the molar mass. So let's start off with the molar mass of magnesium sulfate. The molar mass of magnesium is 24.305 as identified from the periodic table, plus the mass of sulfur, which is 32.066 plus 4 atoms of oxygen. Because we can see here that oxygen has 4 atoms in magnesium sulfate. 4 multiplied by 15.9994. This is equal to 120.3685 grams per mole. Now let's find the molar mass of water. So H2O. We have 2 atoms of hydrogen multiplied by the molar mass of hydrogen, which is 1.00794 plus the molar mass of oxygen, which is 15.9994. And this is equal to 18.01528 grams per mole. Let us now find the moles with the molar mass of the compound. The formula to find the number of moles is N, which is moles, equals mass over molar mass. And we have the molar mass here. So first, let's start off with magnesium sulfate. Number of moles of magnesium sulfate is equal to the mass of magnesium sulfate, which is 6.60 grams, over the molar mass, which we found to be 120.3685 grams per mole. And now, after doing the math, we figure out that this is 0.005483161 moles. Now let's find the number of moles of H2O. So, number of moles of H2O equals the mass, which we found to be 6.92 grams. 6.92 grams over the molar mass, which is 18.01528. This equals to be 0.3844118371 moles. Now that we have the number of moles of both magnesium sulfate and H2O, we need to find the lowest number of moles, which is magnesium sulfate. It has the lowest mole value. And we need to now divide both these mole values with the lowest mole value, to find the mole ratio. Now let's do magnesium sulfate first. So the number of moles of magnesium sulfate over the same number. And this is equal to 1. A number divided by itself is always 1. Now, I can divide the number of moles of H2O by the number of moles of magnesium sulfate. Zero decimal 38,411,8371 moles over the number of moles of magnesium sulfate, because it is the lowest value of moles. This is equal to approximately 7. So for every 1 mole of magnesium sulfate, we have 7 moles of H2O. So there is a 1:7 ratio. Therefore, the molecular formula is magnesium sulfate times 7 H2O. There is a 1:7 ratio. And now we can write the name. Magnesium sulfate, and 7's prefix is hepta. Hydrate. And we are done.